Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Lego the Lord of the Rings. So, we didn't have a lot of success going to what I thought was the first level, which it wasn't even the first level. The first level is actually the prologue, which is here. But we didn't get all the collectibles, the mini kits, the 1 out of 10 there. And so we need the detector. So I've done some research. If I do the dead marshes, I'll get the mini kit detector. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. And then my next stop is to do Warg Attack, which will get me the solution to the quest that is right here, which will get me the score multiplier, which I desperately need. So trying to get on track here, trying to save time. I don't know why I need to select any character really. You can pick them all. Pick any you want. It kind of just depends on which characters do you want to be in your initial ring versus which characters do you want to have to go out to the whole menu to get.
Oh! It's a bog!
So we're doing the story.
Led us into a swamp.
Completely out of order, but depending on how expensive the score doubler is, I am going to also probably have enough to get. I'm going to turn the quest finder on just in case boss disguise is on, and mithril hearts I believe makes the hearts that are dropped. Gimli here. You'd think he would be a default character. So that builds a fishing pier. I don't need to actually switch characters at all. I just need to pull out the fishing rod. So the 2 items we got before are here if we needed them. So that gets me a fish. And where am I supposed to take the fish? Over here. And then that makes the path over here. Cool. This is a very un-Lego-like solution we have here. As far as getting through this path, it's strange. So there's several more of those. Golem's gonna be talking to us the whole time. I think this might actually be a place where I should put water. It feels like it would be, but it's not working that way. So the only item I really need to get here is the mithril design item. If I miss some of the collectibles in this level, that's fine. I can come back to this level immediately when we finish it. That way.
Huh?
That's 2 of 5. Is there anything more to do? No. So I'm gonna just switch to the ever bottomless bucket here. save myself some time with that. Since we know this fire is going to come up several times. Maybe the game won't be broken this time and I'll be able to get past the puzzle that required me to go into two-player mode. Also, if I remember, I'm gonna go ahead and try and end this level in two-player mode too, because there's an achievement for that. Let's see. I imagine you don't have to play the entire level in two-player mode to get it. So you probably just have to end it with both players start playing. Beyond finishing a single level in co-op, there's, I don't think, anything else that... So this makes no sense. Why would I need the fire back over here? Like, yes, it would give me a water that I wouldn't have because I would have already taken that water. And yes, I see these green phantom fane fires on the edges, but I think those are probably just extras, just design. So, color me confused about that. Notice these platforms don't sink. They're going easy on us. This looked like you would be able to get over there. What's this? Where is this gonna take me? Honestly, if this lands me to the one piece I need, it would make sense to not go any further in the level. It would make a lot of sense to skip out of it and start over. Let's see. I want to go everywhere that the level would require, though, because there may be an extra thing anywhere close to this. That's 3. Just hop over this way, hop over here. Only slightly easier to use this. If the game just detected that you had the bottomless bucket, and then as soon as you did that, it would automatically allow you to use it, it would be so much nicer. I guess what you could say is that that would make it too easy for people that wanted to play the level in free play mode again, but what you could do is free play mode I think would be fine, and then in story mode not allow the use of mystical things. All of those I guess would be slightly controversial choices. Maybe that their decision of how they do it is the best way to do it. You can tell this area has a lot of water physics. Video game engine is still very bad at rendering water. They try, but it's not perfected yet. The other thing I could say about water in video games is they often lead to terrible levels when you have to swim in them. They often are just the default way of putting a barrier. There are more video game characters that can't swim for some reason than there probably are people in the world that can't swim for no reason. I mean, you would assume that characters in Middle-earth would know how to swim. Alright, so we need strong characters or the boxing gloves. I have the boxing gloves. Oh, cute little alligator babies. I've never seen that before. Man, talk about a great concept that should have been in a better Lego game. Nothing else in this section. There's 5 out of 5. Alright, so we have now 4 of the collectibles that it would be nice, it would be very nice if we got all the collectibles here. It's not particularly a requirement though, because it wouldn't be too hard to come back. Like there's one right there. How would I get to that one?
Huh?
I'm gonna switch to the bucket, the regular bucket, and grab this water. Didn't need it. Apparently. This is the next path. Ah. So it's just gonna walk right around this extra section here. Okay. This almost feels like there should be a level where you carry a bucket of water with you the entire length of the game. But for a Lego game, I've never experienced anything like that. Does his sword work? Yes, it does. And a ghost comes up. And a bone comes up. And another bone comes up. Interesting. So one could only assume that these couple pieces of bone work in tandem to make a steering wheel. Yep, they combine, they make a steering wheel. real silly. So that's how I would have gotten water into that one. Still no real explanation for the water in the very first part. Unless I'm just totally missing something. Give this to the ghost. He goes over there and speedboats. And we get this collectible. So, is that one of the items that we needed to collect? Was a steering wheel for a boat? It seems like it might be. I can't change items while standing in the mud. I tell you, the most useful ones are missing here. Two items, dual wielding items here. Still have yet to find the important one. I probably found all the collectibles. I think I got like 5 out of
Black Riders!
the possible ones. Now we're back to another hide section. Unfortunately, I have managed to play 2 hide section levels right next to each other. Legolas. I'm having a hard time seeing how I can get over here. And even if I can get over there, it seems like there's nothing there. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything over there anyways. So I need to switch to Frodo. Walk in front of all the anything here. After a while, you would hope that it would tell you to use the elven cloak. Otherwise, I could see kids just being stuck in that element. In that section, and just confused. Particularly if you haven't seen the story. I assume in the story, he clearly uses the cloak. So, it'd be really obvious what you're supposed to do. Doesn't feel like there's anything here. So I'll just move to the next section. The only thing I can think of is walking right in front of both of these. And they're giving me studs for doing that, but they're not putting any collectibles there. I don't think it would be very fair for their level design if there wasn't collectibles here. probably get true adventurer. Our friend Sam here having trouble reaching the place. So 3 times we do this, and I think that's it for this part of it. You know what's grosser than this mud turning dirtier when Golem walks in it? The thought that he's somehow solidifying the ground and making it safe to walk on. There's an item. So that was one of the items. And I don't know if... Let's see. Frodo. So we collect the items. That'll help finish some more quests. But we've now learned that finishing a quest simply gives you a mithril brick, not a real useful item. Yeah, I think this finishes the level. So it doesn't seem like you can get in front of this big section. So we're in here, and we're hiding. And we'll have the classic Lego cut to a cutscene in an odd way. Oh no, I was wrong. I thought that was the end of it. So how many times have we hidden now? 4? Lego always takes it too far. It's always a little too repetitive. Alright. Here's the puzzle. The puzzle of doom. We're not hiding technically now. Worked perfectly fine this time. Why that didn't work the other time, I have no idea. But we've seen that several little bugs that potentially game breaking, not completely game breaking, but certainly ruined the enjoyment of doing this level the first time when I have to take an extra 5 minutes to figure out how things work. Legolas. With your bow out. There we go. The true adventurer. Ghost throws another one of these. How many of these do we have now? 6. Good. Doesn't look like there's anything else in this section. It's kind of hard to believe that there would be 4 more of these and the mithril design. Burn this. Nothing in front of this. Nothing in front of that. Like as much as possible. Where could it be? Oops, I turned into the wrong Frodo, apparently. Well, this is going to turn out to be rather ridiculous if I somehow miss the one thing I came here to get. And there is no extra that points to it, unless the item I'm going to get points to all the others, which it might. Let's see. Here we go. Switch to the mithril firework. Blow up this. Pick up this. That's another item. So that's another quest done. What's going on here? Oh, you have to just hit B1. So we're building a bridge here. Switch to Legolas. We're looking all over the place. Here's another thing, I guess. I'm shooting this forward, trying to hit this thing, and it doesn't seem like it wants to work. There is an arrow that will allow you to get maybe if I stand right where the guy is. Yeah, this thing is just not locking on. So if that's something I'm supposed to shoot, I don't think I can shoot it. Not with what I have. I think I would need the fire arrow or something else. Clear this all out. Switch to the mithril boxing gloves. Doesn't feel like the boxing gloves do any more damage. Like one punch style kills. 3 more of those. We got a fishing here. Maybe the fishing will give us what we're looking for. It probably will, because it would be really silly to have 2 collectibles of the same style so close together. I didn't even see that chest there. There we go. So that's what we've been trying to get this whole time. Now there's 1 more item and 3 more collectibles. It feels like it's worth it to take the effort to end and continue through this level. Hopefully we'll be able to get everything. Hopefully there's more to this past this point. Otherwise we just screwed up, and if we screwed up it doesn't really matter, we'll come back and get it later.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Did the story ever really have much of a battle? I guess we did have the big Oliphant battles with
The gate.
those guys,
Let's open it.
the evil humans. But they didn't have any real characterization.
More secret, a dark way.
Lead the way, Smeagol.
They really needed to make a different design for Smeagol's
Who are they?
clothing.
Working men, servants of Sauron.
It's an Oliphant.
That sentence is the only reason I even know Oliphant. So, see how they're wearing hats and shoes now? That's the boss's disguise. So, I imagine we haven't seen any other disguises come about, so I guess that's it. Well, no, there's probably a couple others, but not all the bad guys. Why that's a separate extra doesn't make a lot of sense. It seems kind of wasteful to put an extra that does that. There's several other extras that we'd be better suited at having. I guess before I just run around and do the level, though, I should play as characters in the know and find the collectibles. That's 8. And here's a Legolas thing. One of 5. Sitting around here. Okay, I see number 2. There's so many bad guys in the way. All kinds of arrow people, but you can't go up this edge and take out those archers. Wouldn't want to anyways, they're on my side. Silly. 3. So here's a level that felt very, well, a section of the level that felt like completely empty. And it still is completely empty, but it did have a few secrets to it. There we go. 5. So they probably programmed 5 different places where the collectibles would appear. Because it wouldn't make any sense that if you hit the 5th somewhere else, there's a save and continues section. Take that. However, I think I'm gonna miss an item. At this rate, it doesn't feel like I can get it all done. Unless there's like an item here, which I got a piece of rope. That was kind of nice. And with the rope I climbed up, I can fight. That's one Oliphant freed. Take these guys out. But there's nothing here. There's nothing else to get. So unless there's another scene here, which this scene could have been its own separate level if they had expanded. If there was an entire level that was just this battle, that would make sense.
We've been lingered here too long.
Who are you?
We are hobbits of the Shire. We set out from Rivendell with 7 companions. 1 we lost in Moria. 2 were my kin. A dwarf there was also, and an elf. And 2 men. Aragorn, son of Arathorn, and Boromir of Gondor.
You're a friend of Boromir?
Yes.
It would grieve you then to learn that he is dead.
Dead?
See Smeagol's back there fighting him with a
brother.
fish.
2 halflings, and a host of men at my call. The ring of power within my grasp.
He's gonna destroy it! That's where we're going. Into Mordor.
Osgiliath is under attack. We call for reinforcements. The ring will go to Gondor.
So we got True Adventurer. We got 2/3 of the items. We got almost every single item collectible that we needed. So we're slightly back on track now. Although I will have to end up playing that level a little bit. It won't be anywhere as slow. Well, it still will be kind of slow, but once I know which of the multiple scenes there we have, hopefully I have enough mithril. That will certainly be a problem. So the right move to do is to find who wanted the toy snake and give it to him. Who wanted the umbrella and give it to him. And I think the umbrella is... Ooh. The umbrella is here. So we've got that. And that's right in Bree where we need to be. And then the toy snake is it somewhere over here? Where's the quest for the toy snake? It'd be nice if I knew how many studs I had right now too. That would help. Here's the toy snake. Alright, good. So fast travel to this location at night. We've got two goals here. Turn in this and get this mithril thing. So we've got the quest indicator on again, and I don't think I need it. So I'm just gonna turn it off. I'm not ready to buy anything. So that felt very much like a level where there was a morning and a night version of that. So 2 of those done. We still got plenty of arrows pointing everywhere. Here's one. Why they always have these items so out of order is just very confusing. I've never seen a Lego game do it right, as far as the items you're going to use the most being hidden. It seems like it's an intentional thing. They want you to have to cycle through everything. But in Lego games, there are some just intentionally dumb things that designed to make you play the game more. It's ridiculous. Alright. Trouble at night. Let's see. This guy wants the umbrella, right?
Bless me, thank you.
So 15 is done, and there's not a mithril block anywhere close here. So we're gonna have to hope when we go in here that 15 or less is the price for this hammer. Good, it's only 8. Maybe the mithril hammer can break silver things. If that becomes the case, then that would certainly give me some options There's a couple silver places that don't feel like they can be broken with the firework. Let's equip it either way. It's called the Mithril Stud Hammer. Wouldn't be surprised if it just gives you studs. Okay, let's see. Item. Where is it? Mithril Stud Hammer. Breaks normal things, and normal things can always give you studs. So, does it break these? No.
Huh?
Silver things. I don't think silver things come back into creation. I think, let's see. We need to fast travel here. And then set this location, I believe. Seems like we have another race here. This one still needs the gear. And that's one that's gonna turn out to be a nightmare. So like here we've had trouble. The firework doesn't seem like it wants to blow this up. Yeah, something's weird about that one. Well, we need to go here to turn in the hammer and buy the thing, so next step is this way. Kind of sadly, but kind of nicely too, that we've mostly exhausted all the mithril items. Wait a minute, is this fishing section gonna give me a... If this fishing section gives me a gear, then I can solve that other one. Yeah, it does give me gear. Alright, good. So I can run over here and get this collectible. I have half a thought that, particularly the gear ones, there won't be a mithril gear knob. The gear knob is not a exactly standard Lego item either. It's not something that is in every single Lego game. You see gears, yes, in almost every Lego game, but you don't have multiple puzzles where you turn them. I really wish I could just fly. Not a single character, apparently, in the Lord of the Rings is a flying character. At least so far that we've seen. Frodo just jumps magically across the lake. That makes it easy. It sure looks nicer here at nighttime than it does in the daytime. In the daytime it was super overblown and bright. Ooh, little scorpions going on here. I quickly go back to the section. And quest here.
Oh, thank you so much.
Mini kit chest finder. So extra mini kit chest finder on, and view map on, and we might as well, I think, run back into the dead swamps. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for this one here. So maybe you get the third item by getting the chest. We need to learn this and see if that's the case. So here we start. Now I'm just gonna save and exit as soon as we can, and I am gonna skip everything. So this is gonna be me just racing through this section. So double check to make sure it's on. Quest finder, I'll turn it on anyways, even though I think it's not needed. And then we just need to switch here to this guy, and that's gonna solve most of this level. We can see that there's no level, no arrow pointing here in this section, so it would be really nice if I could just skip this whole section to the next part. I'm sort of getting, I got help, of course, to know, I looked up online where the item detector is, so I guess that's where I would have needed to get that water over there. But it's not hardly like I'm following a straight walkthrough that's telling me where every single of the 10 items is located. For this game, I think a walkthrough might be worth it, because if you were going to play this game at all, I would highly recommend having as accelerated as possible. Probably that means don't try to get 100% of anything. Probably that means just run through the story, not that the story is the best part. If anything, the overworld is slightly better, but that's a real tough call. It's a real tough decision which is better. They're both so bad. So it probably took me like 4 minutes to get to this point. The first 2 times I played this. Just because I didn't have the indicator. Now that I do have the indicator, I can callously run through sections without having to look. So like that whole section. So we have the markers. Apparently there's 2 things I need to get. So that could either be the 2 items, or it could be 2 pieces of 1 item. Just run through this whole section. After I get those 2 items, though, there's nothing more to do. It would be really bad if this Lego game was the only Lego game ever to not have save and quit as an option. Let's get away from these characters in this section. Lego levels almost consistently are never fun enough that you would want to play them even twice, let alone 3 or 4 times. And without the indicators, potentially would end up having to do it so many times. I know this game is for little kids, but if they make it out like this game is for little kids that only get 1 game for Christmas every year, which honestly, if you're one of those kids, or you're a parent who's only giving their kids 1 game a year, just don't give them video games. That's just not enough. That would be infuriating to me. I would be so uncool with that. I think pretty much when I was a child, which was a long time ago, so it would be even more now, I was getting between 5 to maybe even 15 games on Christmas alone for the NES, and then there was a pretty consistent every couple of months thing going on, at the very least this summer. Did I miss that? I can't. I totally missed it, alright. I should have seen that. Where's Sam? I gotta switch to Sam now. So yeah, I could imagine that as a kid I got close to 20 games a year. Maybe less, maybe 12. 1 a month seems about right. That's about how much I think you should probably budget. What am I doing? I can't even hit items. So we did this. So that throws that. But that's strange, the thing is missing now. So... is the game glitched out? I don't know. Well, I don't think there's anything else to do, so let's quit the Middle Earth, save and exit, and hope this gives us our third item. If it doesn't, then I am gonna have to probably get a walkthrough and double check for every other item. This puts together this, which gets me a bunch of studs, which is nice, which gives me this. But it isn't the third item. No, it isn't. What strangeness. And there is no item extra. So, even in cleaning up these levels, I'm gonna end up having to play again, unless I play the next level next time, Warg Attack, and it does point to the item. Otherwise, I'm gonna need to follow a pure walkthrough just to get those. Because, wow. Hopefully we'll have better luck with the Warg Attack. We have no items there. We have only one of the collectibles. We're missing the mithril thing. The mithril thing is the most important item we're trying to get, because that will allow us to get score times 2. We're teetering at 51.7%, and we have over 1,200,000 studs, but they wanted me to have over 10 billion. So that means very quickly I need to get score times 2, score times 3, score times 4, score times 5. A lot of work still on the list here. A lot of things still need to be done. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.